so this is video 11 of 12 videos over Tai Chi postures utilizing Chang Taijiquan. Today we're going to look at third lady who works the shuttles. And again, we're going to try to see this as either a defensive or an offensive action if we can. See it with as a control or a control with trips. Right? So a lot of the actions that we've done there, they do something, but I've got an attachment, and then we've led into other things like controls or utilizing that to help me to create a tripping type action, right? A takedown. So we're going to do the same thing today. So with this fair lady, he's throwing a linear strike. So there's two ways I can use this move, but we're gonna. He throws the punch, and I can use it and roll away, or he does it, and I can use it and I can move out. If you look, my arm is not flat, but it's kind of turned like this, so I can connect to my hip better. When I do it, it's not this and that, right? It's I'm going to make an attachment, and then I'm going to use my legs and my core to twist to create the force I need, right? So he throws the punch, and like this, right? He punches this way, right? And so I'm going to move in with him, right? And right, it's the same thing, right? It's no different than like when we did the other video and we're looking at double pulling, right? I don't need to move like punch. I don't need to punch. I don't need to move my arms by themselves, right? I need to move my body. And in the same sense, the same move, right? I get the attachment and I complete it by moving the body. I can do this inside or outside, right? He throws the punch, and I can, we'll say, block or parry this action, and I'll come in with my strike. Now, if you notice when I'm doing this, this way, I'm using my hand in this way. Whether I'm doing this to the front or from the outside, I'm still going to use my palm in this way. A lot of times using your hand like this, you can really potentially damage your wrist or your fingers. Turning the palm to the side, I can get I can apply more force with the hand before potentially rolling the hand and damaging it, or that matter, the fingers, right? And if we look at it again, it's just for what it is on its face, right? I'm deflecting this, I'm coming in, and I can either do it as you can say a push, or you can say it's a strike, right? So I'm going to come in and make the action happen. So we're going to try to add to this, right? So once we get this, we've got this connection, and we're going to turn this into an attachment to control this arm, right? So one way we're going to do it is we're going to wrap the arm and come underneath, here like this, right? So if he does the other side here, and I just want to wrap. The other side here, and wrap. The other side here, and wrap. If it's from the outside like this, and I do this motion, look, I can still control his arm, right? That's the action, control his arm, right? There's the other side here, and control the arm. The other side here, and control the arm. Inside here, control the arm. Control the arm. And these videos are real simple. I mean, there's a lot of other little aspects, and we can talk about it real in depth. I'm just trying to share like a fundamental idea. And if we take that control, and then we're going to add a leg to it, and we're going to turn it into a takedown. We can say a trip, right? So same thing from here. And as I wrap this, I'm going to hook with this leg this way. And I'm pushing on it over, right? That's the other side. So here, I'm pushing over. Here, pushing over. He does it to the outside, and I wrap this arm. I can go this way, roll the arm out, right? Again, I wrap the arm, I can turn, roll the arm out. I can also go the other way, right? So it does this, and I wrap it, and I can turn it into a lock, right? Yeah, here, wrap, turn it into a lock. I can incorporate that with another trick, right? Here, and wrap, and lock, and sweep the leg. Be careful doing this, like if you really want to put force in the leg, you can hurt its neck, okay? So we look at it over here, okay? It goes to the straight punch, and I wrap the arm. This hand's going to come up, and I'm going to use this rear leg. Now, I can also use this leg. So we'll do both. Move it just a little bit. So it comes in, instead of me just strictly. So instead of me just making this strike or this push, the connection I have, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to wrap it. I'm going to take this leg and hook it. I'm going to push with this hand and pull with this leg. You do it with the other leg, right? Same thing. I come here, I get this right, and I'm going to bring this leg through. I'm going to trip this leg by pulling it this way and push this way. Again, from the outside, I wrap him up. And look, we call this eyebrow lock, right? I can turn it into a lock unto itself and just rolling down. You're going to be careful with a person's neck, though, okay? I'm not going to do the neck mop with the kick on Jonathan. I'm just going to put my hand here on his shoulder. Right? So he goes to the punch. I make the block, right? I wrap it. And then, again, I'm going to take this leg now and I'm going to sweep the leg that way. Okay? If I do it kind of more like this, kind of crack and control, right? I wrap the arm this way and I step. And look, I'm putting pressure on Jonathan's joint. I can kick this leg back or try to trip both legs. I'm just going to lift this one and he's going to fall on this side, right? So I'm here, tripping down. So we review it again. On its face, it is a push or a strike. He goes to punch and, right? And yes, this is Chang's fairly works with shutters is it looks more simplistic than we'll say some of the more we'll say decorative looking Tai Chi, right? It's not doing it like this, right? Or this hand's not coming through. It's not doing this kind of motion. It's just a very clean movement. If you think about application, and this person is trying to hit me, and I need to be able to do something that's clean and direct and straight to the point. And I think that using a fair lady like that in this way is a lot more conducive to street self-defense, and it's soft and it flows enough. I don't need to add these additional hand gestures and movements to make it more appealing, in my opinion. So again, he does the move, and, right, I'm here, right? And again, I don't want to do this with my arms, but with my body, right? So, right, he throws the punch off to this side, right? I'm here. He throws a punch when I'm on the outside, right? I'm here, come in. And you can hit him in the sweet spot. You can hit him in the kidney or the floating ribs, or, to cause discomfort, we'll say, right? And again, if we look at it as a control, as this comes through, I'm going to wrap this up, right? I'm going to wrap this up. If it's from the outside, I'm going to wrap this up. And I'm here, right? And then from here, like I said, you can either turn and go this way, or I can keep moving this way, right? And change the angle that way, right? I can turn here, or I can just keep this control here, right? We do the few takedowns again. He does the motion. I wrap up the arm. I'm going to use this leg, and I grip here, right? So we would call that outer leg hooking. If I do it this way, and I come this way, this is a cut, right? Hand is here, and I'm going to push and pull. From the outside, he throws it, I wrap it up, right? I can, just as a lock, I'm going to roll it down. If I do it as as a sweep, right? Here's my forward kick. And I can turn and kind of like a cracking with lifting, right? So here, I wrap it up, I step, and rip him out. So, but anyway, that's the basic idea of this. And again, all the different styles of Tai Chi have different things that they emphasize, really feel are important, and things like that. And Chang's Tai Chi is no different. The leg skills are very important, and we want to see them throughout the different postures. You may not agree with the movements, and that's fine, but it's great to be exposed to different things and see different ways that people do stuff. So, hope you liked the video. Thank you.